last couple of weeks, we've been talking with community members as well as 2K devs about NBA2K21. Woot woot!
We've been asking the community members about what they're excited for with the new game,
as well as devs, and asking them what we can expect. And here at 2K TV, we bring together the NBA 2K community as well as the NBA 2K devs.
That's right, so let's see what happens when we take gameplay director Mike Wang and mix him up with Agent Zero. Check it out.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Downtown Detroit shining brightly tonight. What a look at the Motor City from just across the river. It's Friday night and live on 2K Sports. We're going to bring you the NBA and all its excitement. Welcome everyone to the broadcast table. Chris Webber to my right, Greg Anthony to my left. I'm Kevin Harlan and David Aldridge on our sideline. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Lowry.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, for all of the star power Blake Griffin had when he was in Los Angeles, it was tough for him to be the leader of the Clippers. There were bigger voices in the locker room, such as CP3 and Doc Rivers. The Pistons coach Dwayne Casey said, in Detroit, he's definitely the leader. When he speaks, everybody listens. This is his team. Kevin?
Yeah, and he has their confidence. David, thank you. A lot of speed out there, Chris. Should be a track meet tonight. You played in a number of systems. Did you prefer a faster game or a slower pace?
Oh, I preferred the fastest game. That's why I love the West Coast play. Now, you got some teams changing that, especially when you look at Milwaukee and Toronto. They play like West Coast teams, but, oh, I love the West Coast style of play, and I love playing fast. It's a lot more fun for everyone.
It is. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Lowry out there with Miracle Man, and it's Gasol at the center position. And for Detroit, at the forward positions, Snell and Griffin. And it's Rose, then it's John Henson, and it's Galloway in at the shooting guard. And it's the Pistons to start out. And here's Rose. Down low. Here's Griffin. Toronto grabs the miss. Their last encounter was in Detroit, where they were able to handle the Pistons.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
Well, it's such a boost. I mean, not something you want to have to count on every night, but you can tell how much they trust their reserves.
And so it's the Raptors getting on the board first. Henson finds Galloway. Just 5 to shoot from the line. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. For the Detroit Pistons, they come in off the loss to the Nets in Brooklyn. The offensive rebound, Miracle Man, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And that's why you never stop working in the paint at either end of the floor.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
The shot's good.
And Derrick Rose certainly equipped athletically to punish teams in the paint.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Miracle Man, the pass to Lowry. Here's the teardrop. Here's Miracle Man. Makes it off the glass.
And getting after it on the offensive glass and adding to that early total with the putback.
Wow, he's coming out with a lot of energy tonight. He's looking strong.
Now here's Rose. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Nets in Brooklyn. Here's Galloway. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
They've missed 3 of their first 4 shots, having a little trouble finding their legs.
Lowry's shot is good.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
For Detroit, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. passes to Henson. Kicks it to Galloway. Goes up on the high post. Green for 2 points.
And the intelligence of Galloway, reading the defense well and making the right decision in the pick and roll.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And that one, good.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
Rose against Lowry. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. And how about those rookies? Time now to check out the Rookie of the Year race, ranking the league's best young rookies here midway through the season. Take a look at Miracle Man. Well, he's shown he's a force as we move along in the meat of the season, sitting pretty at that #1 spot now, and it's his race to lose.
And this is just a special, special player. No question he should be favored for the Rookie of the Year award at this point.
I would have to agree. The thing that impresses me most is his mental toughness. He's got the kind of poise that you just don't see in a lot of rookies. His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
Siakam against Griffin. And another shot. And that's collected by Miracle Man. Miracle Man's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Back to Lowry. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. This break in the action gives us a chance to show you the NBA's current fast break specialists. #1, the Raptors.
You really got to admire their conditioning. I mean, it takes a major commitment to play that fast breaking style, and they are all in.
And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Inside, Gasol. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Using that big body. I mean, Gasol able to absorb contact. That's what you want from your big man.
And Chris, just how special was it to play for Detroit in your career? What relationship does this team have with their fans?
Yeah, it was so special. I mean, being able to go home to the house that I grew up in, to where my parents lived, and be able to go to the Pistons practice and to be part of it, to put on that jersey. It was so special, man. This team is a mainstay of the city. I mean, you feel like you can lift up the whole city when you play for the Pistons. It was such a special part of my career.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Pistons trail by 8. Rose looking around. Here's Griffin. Good D by Siakam.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything it can.
Chris, the NBA has flattened now the draft lottery odds. And now that you've seen it at work, seen it in play, any additional changes you might make?
Well, you know, Kev, I still a wait and see for me. I definitely like the NBA making sure they try to address the problem. You never want a team to think that they can be rewarded for losing. So I like what we've done so far, but, you know, if I'm a GM, if I'm a president, I'm always going to try to find ways to manipulate and find that, you know, those open gray areas. And so I think this is something we're always going to have to address, but I love the fact the NBA has gotten ahead of the problem.
Well, like the Clippers of a year ago, they looked like, gosh, they've lost all their superstars, but they gave it such a great go. They actually made the playoffs.
Yeah, and it started from the top. I mean, Mr. Ballmer said, listen, we do not want to lose. We're going to go in and we're going to play hard. And I tell you what, I think that that's what rewarded them during free agency by able to go out and recruit players and say, listen, we don't lose here. We just need you to take us over the top. And I think that's a pretty good recruiting pitch.
Sinks it, and the shot from Miracle Man.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Pass to Griffin. And the pass to Kennard. Four on the shot clock. Wide open shot is on the money. Raptors leading by 10. Here's Miracle Man. He's got 12. Passes to Van Vliet. To the inside.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think defensively that you try to pack in the lane. I mean, but that opens up some opportunities for their shooters.
Now here's Rose. He's tightly guarded. A rebound by Gasol.
You expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, you got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. Here's McRae. Stolen by Van Vliet. Siakam misses.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
No coverage that time. Kennard's got 5.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Miracle Man. Against Cleveland, he was really on his game. 6 to shoot. Van Vliet passes to Miracle Man. The shot. Van Vliet with the bucket. And the Raptors lead by 13.
Already, they've piled up 8 second chance points.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit. And only 6 feet tall in shoes, Fred Van Vliet's not the biggest, but his toughness grade, his toughness, mentally and physically, is unquestioned.
And Kevin, growing up in Rockford, Illinois, gave him that perspective. Friends and family gone too soon. Basketball was the path to something better.
So for the Pistons, Thon Maker comes. Detroit ends up going with the new group. Some changes for Toronto. The Raptors have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And the free throw, no good. Some people have already predicted future MVP. Is there a surprise name that you think could win that MVP award, Chris, down the road?
I think there are a few surprises. I mean, we can go young with young guys like a Trae Young or Luka Doncic. We can go with guys that we expect to do it, like Anthony Davis, who it just seems like he's just biting at the bit. There's a few young Celtics. There's a few young Lakers that in a few years you never know what they could do, especially the ones that are playing with great guys and watching their practice habits, game habits, stealing their recipes or stealing what they eat before the game and their health-wise. So many guys right now that are going to be in that second tier coming up. It's going to be fun to watch their growth.
It will. So for Toronto right now, Lowry out there with Miracle Man. Then there's Murray. And it's Boucher in at the 5. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Miracle Man in their last game against the Cavaliers was all business. He had 44 points, but it was his season high in rebounds that really stood out. A very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. And you know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, right. Now, I'm sure he wants to come out in attack mode. The other key for him is to continue to get to his spots on the floor.
Rose, no good.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Here's Snell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The 9-foot shot. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket.
And Rose, so dangerous coming off the pick. All he needs is a half step, and he can do the rest.
Pass to Murray. To the middle. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
I mean, this could end up being a big night for him. I mean, if this quarter is any indication.
And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for Detroit. Down by 15. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
Yeah, I mean, in that one, you really saw a difference in aggression between the two teams, particularly on the board.
Well, the rebounding numbers weren't even close. I mean, if that was a boxing match on the glass, they would have stopped that fight a long time ago. That's nice hustle up the court. I mean, a nice pass to reward that hustle.
Pass to Henson. Knocked away. To the paint. Here's Miracle Man. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Miracle Man's got 6 in the quarter.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Rose passes to Griffin. Rose against Lowry. Rose gets the bucket. Rose has got 9 points.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Miracle Man. He's got 20. Kicks it out to Siakam. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Langston Galloway. They throw good. Siakam. Here's Rose. He's got 9. And there's the pass to Henson. Kennard kicks to Rose. Back to Kennard. 6 on the shot clock. Griffin passes to Kennard. They get it again.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Yeah, sure. I mean, when you take care of the backboard, you can limit teams to 1 shot.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Rose. It's rebounded by Gasol. Raptors leading by 20. Here's Miracle Man. He carries a very heavy load for him offensively, averaging nearly 32 points a game.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Absolutely relentless. They're in the flow and riding that wave for as long as they can.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Detroit with the ball. Detroit's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Now Rose, 9 points in the game so far, over Lowry. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Toronto's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. He gets that one. 22 points for Miracle Man.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
Here's Kennard, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Kennard's got his third basket of the night.
Doesn't have to break stride at all, thanks to the money lead pass.
And the Raptors call time here.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
That's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
For the Pistons, Christian Woods checked in for John Henson, and McRae subbed in for Tony Snell. And then for Toronto, Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Murray. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Kyle Lowry. Here's VanVleet. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Here's Kennard. He's got 7, shot clock at 5. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Kennard's got 4 points this quarter.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Back to VanVleet. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Good. VanVleet's got 8.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Outside Rose. From deep. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Miracle Man having a dominant impact in this.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Yeah, you must try to match his energy level first and foremost. But right now, he's just out hustling guys to the ball.
At the forward positions, Snell and Griffin. Then it's John Henson, and it's Rose, and it's Galloway in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Here's Rose. After the made shot from Kyle Lowry, Rose goes in. Rebound by Miracle Man. Outside Lowry. Passes it to Miracle Man. Wow, hammering it in!
Yeah, and this team depends on Lowry. I mean, so skilled at creating shots for himself or his teammates.
And, well, Detroit shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Rose passes to Griffin. Looking to get back on track here, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Kyle Lowry picks one up there. The Pistons shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And both free throws good for Rose. Players have different ways of leading. Some guys, Chris, are loud and fiery. Others let their play do all the talking. What was your approach?
Well, Kevin, it depended on what situation I was in. When I was in Sacramento, I could be the quiet, fiery guy that led through my actions because Vlade was more of a vocal guy, and we had a really good-spirited team, so I didn't need to do much besides what we did in practice. In my younger days, when you want to win, you want to get out there, and maybe everyone doesn't have the sense of urgency that you do. You're a little bit more vocal, but I've always believed that the best leaders, no matter how well they communicate or anything else, the best leaders lead by example, and if you're telling everyone what to do and you're not doing doing it, usually it falls on deaf ears. So go out there and do it by example first, and everybody will follow.
Good advice. And Siakam throws it down.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
No, because it's gone dead silent in this arena. What a fantastic performance here on the road.
Rose dishes to Henson. Here's Galloway. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
I mean, you got to respect the guts of Galloway. I mean, at 6'2", it's great to see him capitalize inside.
Here's Miracle Man. Floats it up there for Siakam. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Now here's Rose. He's got 11. Pass to Henson. The dish to Griffin. Over in the corner, Rose. Over Lowry. Rose, no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they can do is try to get him more easy looks.
For Toronto, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. That's good for Miracle Man. Thon Maker's checked in for the Pistons. Brown comes in for Rose. A new group in now for the Raptors. Boucher is checked in. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Pascal Siakam. Norman Powell's checked in for OG Anunoby. Davis is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Brown finds Griffin. The Pistons working the ball around now. Deflects the pass. Here's Miracle Man. Powell, the pass to Miracle Man. For the three, sinks the triple. Miracle Man's got 29 in the game.
They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
Brown with the bounce pass. Can they get it? And it's Toronto with the rebound. Miracle Man's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
They're having trouble getting going here in the second half. I mean, that's their 4th miss in 5 attempts.
Here's Hollis-Jefferson. He averages about 5 points a game. And Brown over to help. Griffin with it. Now guarded by Miracle Man. Brown against Powell. Brown kicks to Galloway. There's the triple. No good. Shot missing. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Miracle Man, the pass to Boucher.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Miracle Man. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
So it's the Pistons now after the Raptors pick up 2. Pass to Galloway. Launches it. Boucher with the rebound.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's something that happens to every team. You just have to ride it out, play your hardest, and live with the results.
Galloway kicks to Brown. Now the pass to Galloway. Shot clock at 6. Trying to get something going. Knocks down the 3 ball. Galloway has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Dependable shooter from outside the arc. You can tell Galloway really believes in his 3 ball.
And Chris, one thing you have to like about Galloway is that he's always prepared to play.
Yeah, Galloway is the type of player that can see 5 minutes on the floor in one game and then start and play 25 minutes the next one. I mean, just think about that focus for consistency. The production can be hit or miss, but he's a great plug-and-play option for a coach in need of filling minutes.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kyle Lowry is hard-nosed, as we all know, and if you ask him, it comes from his upbringing in Philadelphia. Lowry said, a Philly player is what a basketball player is. We played on concrete. You got to be mentally tough. You're not trying to be athletic. You get hit the wrong way, you run into a metal pole. Kevin, that's what made him. From Philly to Villanova to Toronto to an NBA champion.
I don't know about running into the metal pole, but that sounds painful. But he's certainly as tough as he can be. David, thank you. For Detroit, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. The shot comes out, and Toronto will go the other way with it. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Here's Miracle Man. 33 points for him. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. The list of contenders for the three-point contest is really interesting this year. Every one of these guys is capable of going lights out in a setting like that.
Yeah, the field is almost set, and I wouldn't want to have to make a prediction. These are all fantastic shooters. It's just a matter of who gets hot on that day.
Take a look at Miracle Man. He's going to need to leapfrog quite a few great shooters if he's going to be a part of the three-point festivities on All-Star Weekend, but, you know, maybe he can do it.
I mean, anything's possible, especially if he has a few big games from beyond the arc before All-Star Weekend. That'd give him a nice bump in the voting.
And the excitement for this year's three-point contest keeps growing as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. Some amazing shooters in line to take part.
Hard to pick a winner out of that group of contenders, but safe to say it's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Well, you can't be too physical with Griffin. I mean, he's adept at knowing how to get these type of calls.
It's his first trip to the line.
Oh, well, Kev, you know I always appreciate when a big man can create for others. Blake Griffin, he's one of the best in the game in that regard. Such a fantastic passer.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Christian Woods checked in for Maker. Luke Kennard comes in for Tony Snell. And it's Jordan McRae in for Langston Galloway.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. 1:41 left to play in the third. Miracle Man, the pass to Van Vliet. Down low, Miracle Man. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
He does all the little things. I mean, he does the big things. I mean, he's got them in front with another outstanding performance.
Chris, you almost forget just how big Griffin is because of how smoothly he can facilitate for others.
Yeah, Kevin, and I hate when people say he's a good passer for a big man. I mean, what type of caveat is that? He's just a good passer. He has great vision, superb timing, and that's why he's always been near the top in assists for bigs.
Now here's Powell. Following the miss by Griffin. The second effort. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Raptors shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. The first one falls for the Pistons. Henson comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Rose in for Brown. And Toronto also making a switch. Anunoby's checked in. Both good from the line that time.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
55 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Rose, and he banks in the layup. Rose has got 4 this quarter.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
He always wants to give him some numbers, and tonight he's giving him plenty.
So it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Pistons. Passes it to Kennard. Wood kicks to Kennard. Here's McCray. Another three for Detroit.
Well, it was just a mystery what the defense was doing there. You never want to give him that much space outside the three-point line.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Rose with the double team. He lobs it up, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Kennard. No good with the triple. Here's Miracle Man. A beautiful reverse layup. Miracle Man's got 43 points.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. Their defense has been active and effective. And we'll be right back after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
For the Pistons. Langston Galloway's checked in for Doumbouya, and it's Rose in for Brandon Knight. The other day, Chris, I heard Commissioner Adam Silver talking about that it strikes him sometimes how isolated players can be with cell phones and headphones, and those things wouldn't help that. Is it something that you've noticed or that you're concerned about?
I mean, with my nephews and nieces and friends that are younger and kids walking across the street looking at their phones and not even looking both ways.
You know, your play-by-play partner, whoever it might be.
Yeah. Oh, come on. You know, Kevin, those are the times. And so I would tell Adam Silver, Mr. Commissioner, yeah, that's a basketball problem. That's a world problem. How are we going to stop any of that? We're here now. There's no putting that genie back in the bottle, Kevin.
So for Toronto right now, they've got Miracle Man. He's out there with Davis. Marc Gasol is out there with Hollis Jefferson. And it's Boucher in at the 4. Rose. gets the bucket.
And with the lift that Rose gets from his legs, he's able to put such a soft touch on those floaters. That's a great shot for him.
Here's Miracle Man. Outside, Davis. Inside. And the powerful one-handed slam.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
Detroit's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Now here's Rose. Five on the clock. Sinks that one from the post. Rose has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And Rose playing a big role offensively. He's got to be a focal point of your defensive scouting report. No doubt he can hurt you.
Now here is Davis.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
So it's the Pistons now. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand. Here's Rose, and Detroit again with the bucket.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Here's Miracle Man. He's covered by Rose. To the middle. Here's Miracle Man, and that one is stuffed right through.
Nice pass. I mean, putting in work on the interior, gotta love it.
Rose with the ball. From the baseline. Rebound by the Raptors. Gasol's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Miracle Man. He's covered by Rose. And the NBA 2K League, C-Web, the first e-sport operated by a U.S. pro sport. And it's quickly growing. Do you throw down on the sticks?
Yeah, just a little announcement to all the GMs in the 2K League. I am available. I'm a free agent. I'm ready to go. I'm nice on the sticks. I can play career mode, team mode, one-on-one mode. Whatever you need from me, I am ready to go. But I love it, man. It's great to see people who love this game, whether it's virtual or real life. It's hoops, baby.
So much fun.
And for Derrick Rose, the question will be how much of his MVP level of play from 2011 can he recover? You'd love to see him return to that form.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Thomas checked in for Gasol. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Davis.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Just a dream scenario for them so far. Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Here is Rose. The Raptors getting the bucket. Pass to Maker. Back to Rose. Pass to Knight. Lets it go from deep. Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got his 5th rebound in this one. Miracle Man, the pass to VanVleet. To the inside. Miracle Man. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist. VanVleet's got his 6th assist on the night. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for Detroit. 1:52 left to play here in the fourth. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Raptors shooting a scorching 68% in the game. But he recovers it.
And that's a good job of just getting after it on the backboard. Gets them another possession and allows them to run even more clock. And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, that's just the mentality you have to have. Not wanting to give the opposition any hope of clawing back into this.
Here's Maker after the made shot from Miracle. Feeds it to Rose. Knight on the wing, covered by VanVleet. Again, the miss by Knight.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
Well, that's how you play it. He does a good job of getting into the shooter's airspace.
VanVleet can't get it to go.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Raptors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And this will make it 36 wins on the year for them.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Miracle Man.
It's easy to look at his scoring as the key to this win, but there's so much more to it than that. It's a triple-double. He got it done everywhere.
To the middle, and good, he hits it again.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Oh, Greg, that's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals it.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Alton, Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And welcome back to the studio here on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith in a moment to speak with our postgame guest who's standing by on headset near the locker rooms.
Hey, Kenny here. You were incredible. Season high in points, validating everyone who insisted you could make it into the NBA, even after the questions that were raised heading into the draft.
Yeah, you know what? This might be wrong to say, but the haters out there, I just consider them fans. It's really two sides of the same coin, you know? Anyone who thinks my numbers could be padded, well, check the scoreboard. Who won tonight, Playboy? But anyway, that's old news in a week, because I'm looking to break my season record next time out, you know what I'm saying?
And that'll wrap things up. Thank you for joining us. For Shaq, for Kenny, for Kevin Harlan, for the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Good night. Good night. Good night.
All right, let's do it.
We're joined now by Che, one of the stars of tonight's game and really one of the pleasant surprises of this season.
Hey, guys, what's up?
Yeah, first off, nice job on the triple-double tonight, Che.
Get in the hole!
No, that's wrong sport.
Yeah, that's golf,
No,
right?
no, it could work for basketball, too. Come on, open your minds a little. Let it breathe.
All right, that's enough. Your mind's too open. Che, first off, what was the key to your success out there? I think this was your first triple-double, right?
Yeah, it was my first, and it wasn't any just one key, you know. I've got talent out there to do this sort of thing on a nightly basis. It's just a matter of putting it all together. And tonight, guess what? I put it all together, Hank Hornet.
Still waiting for Hank to put it all together, you know what I mean?
No, he got the sauce.
All right.
Great stuff as always, Che. We thank you for joining us.
Hey, anytime, Hank.
All right, coming up next on Hank and the Hornet Eastern Conference Power Rankings. But first, a quick word from one of our sponsors. You're listening to 98.9 The Flex.
The Flex.
No rookie in NBA history has scored as many points in a single game as you did tonight, Jay. That's an incredible accomplishment.
I appreciate that, Patty.
What does an accomplishment like that mean to you, given where you came from at the start of the season?
You know me, Patty. I don't play for individual accomplishments. But anytime you break a record like that, you know, and surpassing a guy like Wilt, it's big. You know, but I think a lot of that comes from just me landing in the right situation. I'm in great hands here, and everyone's helped my game develop to new heights. So it's a team effort, not just me.
Yo, Che, can I grab you for another question?
Yeah, shoot.
You set a new career high in rebounds tonight. Is that kind of old school mentality something you pride yourself on?
It's not old school, Vin. You gotta rebound to compete in this league, especially on defensive end. You know this, man.
All right, I got what I need. Thanks, Che.
All good, V-Money.
You guys ready to hammer out this deal?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Here's what they're starting with. Fantastic. Looking forward to a long and healthy relationship.
Me too, man.
Thanks, Che.
You're welcome. See y'all later, all right?
All right.